Hi, today I'm going to give you some extra tips in case your flows aren't looking the best or you need a refresher in flowing. So, if you feel like your flows have reverted back to right when you learned flowing or you can't remember quite how to flow, you should go back and watch my flowing series. I cover all 7 tips of flowing. I talk about organization using playing cards, and those things will give you a good basic foundation that you can build on. If you feel like you know those, but you're still struggling, here are some extra tips. The first one, if your flows are looking chaotic, they're going crooked, you're writing on half of the page, you need to make your columns, okay? Don't rely on making them in round. You need to make them ahead of time. If your columns are not being created well during a round, you need to create them ahead of time. So before any of my rounds, I always have my papers created. So as we can see here, I have one paper that starts with an AF column and one paper that starts with a neg column. Oh, there we go. So this piece of paper, I drew my lines. I don't like to fold it, so I like to draw my lines. So to draw my lines, I lay the paper on top of themselves. So this is like my exposed column, and then I'll draw a line from there. Okay, so I did that. I have about 6 columns. Each of your columns should be about from the tip of your fingertip to this middle joint. That's about how big they should be, and then you'll end up with 6 columns. You shouldn't, as a varsity or as an advanced flower, you always need more than 4 columns. So I drew my lines. This piece of paper is always going to be for the AF case, and then any refutation on it and rebuilding. I am never, ever, ever, ever going to write the negative case on this piece of paper. The negative case gets its own paper. This paper is only for the AF case when people attack the AF case and when you rebuild the AF case. Okay, so my first column is affirmative. This is where I'll flow the affirmative case. Now, if your opponents are affirmative, you'll flow their case here and only their case here. If you are affirmative, you need to flow your case before the round. That's called a pre-flow. If you do not pre-flow your case, then if you are speaking your case, you can't flow it, and your flow already, right from the start, is going to be chaotic, and it's going to hurt you in round. Always pre-flow. So when I go to a tournament, I know I'm going to be AF, usually, depending on the type of debate, AF 3 times and neg 3 times, or like 2 and 3. So I always make sure I have 3 AF pre-flows and 3 neg pre-flows, so I can pull them out when I need them. If I run out because I'm in maybe public forum and I need another AF, between my rounds and my off flight, I'm going to flow my case as a pre-flow. So this is where the AF case goes. The negative, in their next speech, you are not going to put the negative's case here. No. This case is for refutation against the AF case. So I'm going to flow their case real fast. We're just going to write like, say 1, title, bullet points. Okay, so when you flow their case, this is approximately what it looks like. Notice I have a space between my contention 1 and contention 2 and my contention 2 and contention 3. You need that in case somebody has, like if somebody was attacking this bullet point, what if they had 6 responses? They're going to go all the way here, and if you don't have a space, it's going to go into your contention 3. You need to make sure you're leaving space, but not too much space because you need to make sure you can flow their entire case, okay? So that's what the case looks like. Now I'm going to show you how you would write the refutation against it. So let's say I'm going to go against this. Okay, so just looking at the beginning, this, whatever the negative said against this was written right here. So this is the direct attack. Here, I attacked each subtitle or subpoint, so I put a line so you know what you're attacking. There was 2 responses against this single subpoint. Against this subpoint, there was 1 response. Against this subpoint, there was 3 responses. So see how much more organized it is? So then you can attack these in the next column. Okay,